What's up, guys? It's your boy ChasmRift here, and today we got Press Start Podcast week number 7 with your boy Big A.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, not too much has happened. Like little stories has happened left and right, but we'll get into that, peoples. I think we should start off with the question of the day, and I think it's an interesting like head scratcher for you guys. Go for it, Big A.
All right, so today's question of the day is, do you guys think social media is the future of gaming? So what we mean about that is we have all these new games being promoted on social media, by famous people, of course, and so our question is, do you think developers should actually step up to the plate and promote their games by themselves, or have, social media handle it?
Yeah. We got a lot of articles that's actually talking about social media, and I think we can actually just knock this question today out the park right now. Personally, I think it's a good and bad thing. Good as in recently Fortnite streamer had a stream and he had Drake on there, he had Travis Scott, Juju Smith-Schuster, and so many people out there, and it broke records on Twitch. But then there's also bad publicity out there, as in the whole issue with EA with their whole Battlefront 2 release, and then like Pokemon Go getting a lot of bad rep because of false rumors spread on social media. What's your opinion on this?
Yeah, so I can definitely see the rumors be spreading out here. I especially have been a part of that, just because certain games I don't like. But at the same time, if you're getting free advertisement, why not? I still don't think that people should step away from advertising their own games completely. That's kind of, I don't know, not a good idea in my opinion. But yeah.
Yeah, like before we hop into it, I just thought about it. No Man's Sky. Whether you love it or hate the game, it is one of the most polarizing and controversial games to have been released recently. A lot of it falls because of developers actually promoting the games themselves. But Hello Games, like the head director, forgot his name. Good thing I did forget this guy's name. Actually promised a lot of things that would be in No Man's Sky that wasn't there, like multiplayer, how you could see people in the games and whatnot. But then when the game came out, there really was the multiplayer, and there's so many different servers that it was almost impossible to find people on the right planet in the right server.
Oh wow, how can you
Yeah,
do that to yourself?
yeah. So there is good and bad things out there. I guess don't let social media get to your head and let publicity get there. But let's get on into the stories. Um, the first article is by IGN. I think I'll start this one off because I noticed stuff a little bit more than you did. You kind of admitted it earlier. Um,
Yep.
Xbox One getting a spring update to add FreeSync support, Twitter sharing, and they're also going to be allowing you to do some interesting things with Mixer. The article is based on IGN, and we also got an article follow up by Digital Trends. For those who understand with the whole new update with FreeSync, is that when you're playing a game and you now have a TV that's compatible with it, and you got FreeSync going on, instead of your game having like frame rate drops and then things like cutting out and just getting all choppy for you with FreeSync, if the refresh rate or your frame rate drops, it'll actually keep the game looking as stunning and beautiful as it possibly can. So like let's say you're playing, I don't know, Rise of the Tomb Raider and the frame rate drops from 60 to 26, your game will still look beautiful at 26 FPS. Um, for that one right there, Big A, since you're a big gamer who's all about the visuals, do you think that's a really big improvement there, or do you think games should just always be locked in at 60 FPS?
That is an amazing improvement. I myself do not understand the technical side, as we were talking about before. But yeah, cool software updates, and then also the next part to the story.
Yeah. Before I get to that, I think to help people understand it, it's kind of like when you watch a TV, and let's say you watch on an old TV with the antenna and whatnot. Some days your TV will look perfect, but let's say it's a cloudy day outside, you'll start to see the TV cut in, making zigzags on there. That's kind of what a non-FreeSync TV would do if the frame rate drops. With FreeSync, it will not do that clustering and fix it up there. But moving on to the next topic, just because we got a lot at hand. Now with the Xbox One, you can start sharing your clips through social media on Twitter. So let's say you get yourself on Call of Duty. Let's say you get yourself a 10 kills in a row in under 3 seconds because all you 12-year-olds are pros in the game. You can now save your clip and just automatically add it over to Twitter. And I think that's pretty cool because sometimes Twitter is where all the action happens at. Big A, I don't remember if you actually have a Twitter, but for somebody looking from the outside in, do you think that's actually good for gamers, or is it going to be something that goes on the wayside, like people sharing clips on their Xbox?
Yeah, I'm very limited on social media, just Snapchat and Instagram. But people sharing content with each other is always a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. I do know people save clips on their Xbox, or the Xbox automatically save clips for them, but I don't know anyone who actually posts their clips to be shared with the world. Like most people usually just buy a capture card and just upload the content to YouTube, or they stream it, more so than like uploading clips. But I think it does have a feature on Twitter because I see Twitter all the time when like an NBA or NFL highlight come up and like 40,000 favorites and retweets come up on the clip because it's shared by the NFL or somebody popular. So we'll see
Oh,
what
true,
that does.
true. And another good side that I see to this is like calling someone out, and you can actually prove if you're any good at the game. And then also, it'll be just making it easier for people if they do want to share this sort of content. A bad side that I possibly see to this, I don't know if this is feasible or not, but people taking people's clips and putting them into their own videos.
Oh,
So,
I mean, if someone took your clip and uploaded it to Twitter, if the clip got popular, odds are someone will notice it and be like, "Hey, man, that's not your actual clip. That's from so and so." But I do know what you mean there. Like there is stolen content out there. There's a bunch of pirates on the internet. I think the only bad side to it is that like with YouTube, for example, um, people make a lot of videos and they only upload the best parts that they recorded. I do see a lot of people only uploading the good things. Like obviously you don't want to put in your social media that you went like 5-23 on Call of Duty. You want to show them that, hey man, I just went 22-7 in COD. Look at me, I'm a pro. Because hey, that's what's gonna get more attention.
yeah, exactly. No one wants to share their losses. I
Yeah.
myself personally, as you saw today, some games do amazing, and then the next game, as soon as we're on a winter map, I go like 12-15 or some bullshit.
Yeah, that does happen. I mean, good days and bad days for everybody. The follow up to this with this whole spring update. Sorry, not winter. I'm a little woozy right now. Big A can attest to it. Um,
Sorry.
yeah. I was over at his place and I had an allergic reaction, but it's all good. I'm good now. The spring update that's coming up, I want to talk about how Microsoft Edge is actually being improved on the Xbox. I don't know too many people who use Microsoft Edge, but one cool and unique feature that I find about this new update for it is that you can now start uploading and downloading files to your Xbox, and with those files that you download, you can use that for like a background photo. So for any of you out there who likes to customize their wall for their gaming consoles and whatnot, you now have more options out there with Microsoft Edge. Instead of you having to plug in a USB drive or something and then upload it manually from there. Do you think this is very unique? Like, do you see yourself using this, or do you plan on keeping the backgrounds the Xbox provide you, man?
I myself am a person for being able to customize your stuff, but I don't know. It feels weird using a browser on your Xbox.
I mean, it could be worse. I remember I used to use a browser on my Wii, and if you could use a browser on your Wii, you could use a browser or anything. But I think I like my background right now. It's a nice little picture of Gotenks, throwing up the deuces, the peace sign right there. But I don't know, if I find a funny meme, then I might actually like go on the Microsoft Edge browser, manually look it up, and then put it on my background. But the big story that's about this whole update is that with Xbox Mixer, they're allowing you to now stream your game, and while you're streaming, you can actually allow your viewers to hop on and play the game for you if they have a controller on their laptop or they plug in a controller to like their PC or something, and they can play it on their own homes. Um, Being someone who watch people play on YouTube gaming and Twitch, do you really think this is a good thing? I'll give you my side in a minute, dude.
I think I know where you're headed with this, but I think this is amazing, man. One, I don't know if this is possible, but like playing your actual people that are watching you. And then two, we talked about this beforehand. You said it's probably not a good idea, but like let's say you're on break or something, you just have one of your people, take over for you.
Yeah, I get you there where you said like you got someone play for you while you're on break. I think it's a little awkward though, in my opinion. This is a personal preference to like have a game playing while you're not there because there's no audio going on with it. Maybe there's some music in the background, but there is no you physically talking. What I do see that's a good thing about it is like when you and Nightmare were playing in Dragon Ball Fighters, I actually took that opportunity to like commentate and like do a color commentary on the fighting. I do think that's a good thing if you can allow one of your good friends in your stream on Mixer to take over and play the game. You could commentate on that and actually make that something interesting. I just don't like the idea that like I don't know somebody is playing Dragon Ball Fighters for example, and they suck. Like the person, like all the people they're playing is what open up a can of whoop ass on them, and they decide to let their friend who's like top 15 in the world hop on and win all the games for them, and they make it seem like they're playing. I think that'll be bad because some people may actually get a lot of popularity and clout on there. Because like the Fortnite streamers out there, they're getting popular because they're good at the game, not because they're just streaming it.
Oh wow, I definitely see where you're coming from with that. But otherwise, man, I just see so many possibilities with this. So it really depends on how you use it.
Yeah, I agree there. I think it's cool and unique because it makes you connected more and more with your viewers. I think it's a great opportunity to like showcase people's abilities and talents. And who knows, maybe it'll open up different avenues because YouTube and Twitch, they're also looking for unique ways to put themselves out there. Like, do I think they'll allow you to play, like, I don't know, The Witcher 3 on a potato of a laptop in the middle of Oklahoma? No. But I do see, like, there being potential here if both developers and streaming communities coincide together with it.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's move on to our next topic. On Amazon overseas, there has been a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remaster listing, and it's basically based on IGN Italy, where they're talking about this listing that's placed there. Keep in mind, people, this is a rumor, and this could be just a placeholder, but the announcement said that it's supposed to come out at around April 30th. But yeah, you just recently got into COD when it came to World War II. Hearing that this is a title based in the modern setting, are you looking forward to it, or are you just focused on Black Ops 4, or you don't care about either one?
My focus is definitely going to be towards Black Ops, but as we've discussed in previous podcasts and outside of podcasts, I'm definitely one for remastered games, so I'm going to have to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen how beautiful Modern Warfare Remastered looks like, and I'll argue that people who bought Infinite Warfare last year bought it because it came with Modern Warfare Remastered. It's almost like Infinity War used as a cop-out for their crappy game. I don't know how I feel about this because Modern Warfare Remastered dropped for like $40 or $50 as a standalone title. Based on what this Amazon Italy prices have for, it's around $25 for the Modern Warfare Remastered. I don't care who is in charge of Activision, I do not see them allowing this game to drop for $25, especially since MW2 was one of their best-selling games in history throughout the Call of Duty franchise. Now, if it's true, you best believe I want to grab it. That's my first ever Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
And,
oh man, if it's only $25, everyone's gonna buy it.
oh hell yeah, it'll be a good marketing play for them because like Fortnite is making bank right now for having a free game, and Pokemon for example, like $40 for a cartridge game, yeah, that's a little bit more affordable for people, and they make their money back up because instead of selling the game for $60 and only 10 people could buy it, that's $600. If you sell the game for $30 and 50 people could buy it, that's $1,500 right there. So it could work out to their advantage if they market it right. I think if it does come out, it won't cost $25, and I don't think it'll come out April. I think it'll come out in either around, maybe it does come out in April, or maybe around October when Black Ops 4 drop. because I don't see it coming out so soon without any advertisement. You know.
Oh, I definitely understand you there. But whatever the case, I think everyone that's ever gotten any sort of game like this is gonna be psyched.
I mean, as long as they don't add. I mean, I know they're gonna add loot crates and all that to the game, like supply drops. As long as they don't add any like BS weapons, like just make the game like it is. Just throw it out there. Just get rid of all the glitches from it with the remastered version, and there you go. Like if they add anything or they take away anything, they're just gonna ruin the game. They're gonna ruin the experience for people. Some remasters do that, and it's terrible. Hopefully, they realize Modern Warfare 2 was a borderline perfect game. You
Well,
ready to
with
move
the
on?
new management, it looks like. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead with your management part.
It looks like they're headed in a good direction. So hopefully, there's nothing suspicious going on there.
Oh no, I have full faith and confidence in new management. As long as the right people understand how to use logic, which is far and few for some companies, but I think Activision know what's up. I think they'll get this one right the first time. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Next topic.
Next topic. This is probably very near and dear to a lot of us Dragon Ball fans or Dragon Ball Fighter fans or fighting game fans in general. But a new Dragon Ball Fighters trailer dropped, and it's a trailer for Broly. I think I'll let you tag in and take this one over.
My goodness, man. Holy crap. What a great character. Just based on the short video that they gave us, man. Broly is definitely going to have to be on my team.
You know what? I was always talking about making a new team after the tournament. Unfortunately, we got a new tournament coming up, so I kind of got to rock out my squad. But after seeing the Broly trailer and thinking about Bardock coming out really soon, I think I might have to give him a chance for sure, especially if I'm paying money for him. I think he'll definitely shake up the meta online, locally, at tournaments, because Broly is putting in a lot of work in the trailers that we're seeing.
Man, he's just such a beast. He's a combination of, so many characters that I myself use and you yourself have played against. And oh my God, like Cell, he got that long reach. He got that, Ki Blast from Goku Black. And then he got that Android 16, combo. What a perfect combination right there.
Man, that ain't perfect. Like the only issue there would be if he's very slow. But I agree. We both thought of the same three characters when it came to think about Broly.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be interesting. It'll be interesting to get used to a special move if it is like a diagonal attack, more so than like you could throw it down or up. I really hate Teen Gohan's special attack that way because it shoots up diagonally and you can miss it. But who knows? Broly could do whatever the hell he wants because he's Broly.
Exactly, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean that was a pretty short one right there. I think we can move on to our next topic, and this one, sorry, I gotta tag in for this one because this is an article by Forbes, and this is a very interesting title here. It says Funimation asks Nintendo when will Goku join the fight in Super Smash Bros. And the short end of the stick is that the community has been asking for Goku to be in Smash Bros. I think I said in the previous podcast that Goku should be in it. But this has been going on since '06, back in Brawl came out, that people were asking for Goku. And whether people asked it or not, it never really meant much to the developers, I guess. But this time, people who have licensing for Dragon Ball, Funimation actually asked Nintendo themselves, can they put Goku in the game? Do you think Nintendo will finally listen to them and put Goku in the game, or do you think they'll say nah because it's Nintendo?
Bro, come on. This is just such a crucial moment. They have to do it.
I think in terms of sales, I think that's Nintendo's direction now. They can't just rely on its pure gimmick. I think in terms of sales, they have to do it because I know a lot of people who have the Switch have bought Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2. People are asking for Dragon Ball Fighters to be on the Switch, and just Goku and his friends being on any Nintendo platforms always sold well. I think because Funimation does have trademark rights that Nintendo really has no reason for it, like not to put them in there, because like they had the Smash ballot, what, like 3 years ago, and I know for a fact that Goku and Wolf got a lot of votes in the game for the Smash ballot. Whether people were trolling or serious, people voted for those two. Wolf is in the Star Fox series, so it's basically owned by Nintendo. Goku, one of the most popular characters in fiction history. They put Bayonetta in there because they said Bayonetta had the most votes for any character that doesn't have any trademark issues. So those are justification for putting Bayonetta in there. You know, if Funimation or anybody who has rights to Dragon Ball is cool with Goku being in there, Nintendo, you really have no you have no BS reason not to put him in at this point.
Yeah, no excuse. They have to jump on it, especially if everyone is cool with it.
Yeah, I think this article brings up a good point. They actually, with fighters being out, we actually see 2D models of Goku in a fighting game, and it works really well. So, like, not only does Nintendo have a platform to put a 2D/3D model of Goku in the game, but they see how he plays in this type of genre where it's not a three-dimensional arena anymore. So, who knows? Maybe they will put Goku in the game finally.
Man, I hope so.
Yeah. Do you want Goku in the game, or do you think if anybody else would be a better fit for it?
Well, I don't know. As you know, I'm like a Dragon Ball tard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know much about the other characters on the ballot, but
I mean, it's not about
why
the ballot.
not, man?
Like, on your personal opinion, do you want anybody else in there? Because I could list a few peoples.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I mean, I want Goku in there. I could see Naruto being in there, even though he'd be weird to play as. I don't know. I think everybody out of the Team Sonic like genre to be in here. We need more Pikachu because you can never have too much Pikachu. And I think John Cena because you can't see him.
I think this is just another one that needs to be left to the people in the comments. I wonder what you guys are thinking. Who would you like to see?
Yeah, like honestly, there's a bunch of people they could have put in the game because I've seen some suggestions from community, and Goku is by far the most popular one. Like everybody who talked about the Smash battles on YouTube years ago was telling people, "All right, I know y'all going to vote for Goku, or y'all better not vote for Goku, or Goku is expected going to get a lot of votes." I think I voted for Goku like 3 times in the ballot, if I gotta be honest.
Wow.
Yeah, it's whatever. I think Nintendo was smart enough and actually do the right thing if they care about the Smash. I think Smash Bros will sell well regardless. If they want more people who don't really respect Smash Bros, because in the fighting game community, there's people who don't respect Smash Bros for being full of a lot of salt and cheese. Because you got the whole like 3-dimensional stage, not 3-dimensional stage, but like you can do a bunch of BS things to win in Smash Bros. You got people who disrespect the Ultimate Ninja Storm series and Xenoverse for the 3D staging, and you know you got people disrespecting different games because of it. I think if they want some of those disrespecting people to come over to Smash Bros, they'll need to have a more relatable character. Because I know people bought Smash Bros when they put Ryu in the game, and everybody knows Ryu from Street Fighter.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I assumed you didn't have much to say about that one. Well, you can tag in for the next one. It's about the Nintendo Switch the update.
All right. So the next article we have here is from BGR, BGR.com, and it's about everything new in the Nintendo Switch update. So to me, it doesn't seem like there's a major thing that's changing, but it's a bunch of little things put together. So one of the things that's coming in with this new update is pretty much the ability to customize your consoles and the Joy-Cons. So if you get Joy-Cons with different colors, it'll actually show that in the settings. And then auto update. This auto update feature, where when you've linked your games that you've purchased on mobile, they'll actually start to download even when the Switch is in sleep mode. And then finally, when you link your social media accounts to your Nintendo account, you'll see all your suggested friends, so you can add them on there.
Yeah, I think the big one right there is the updating. You get in downloading your games from mobile to your Switch. I think that's a big one. I can't tell you how many people I know buy games online and then they gotta manually go to their console and actually update it. You got
Yeah,
anything else?
so a lot of yeah, no, definitely a lot of useful things. Not what people were expecting.
I mean, I'll say like it's not that we expected it. I mean, I can't speak for the people who have a Switch because I don't have my own, but I assume they would have had that in there, like the updating immediately from download. Because like the PlayStation 4 had it immediately, the Xbox One added it after an update. So I assume the Switch would have taken notes and done that. Um, but it's nice to see that they actually caught onto the ball and did that before, like, and especially now with the whole Nintendo points rolling in. I'm just connecting the two right now. Well, like people are now gonna be more inclined to buy games online, and now convenience them to buy them, and then when they get home after a day, after an hour or two from buying it, their game is halfway done downloading. So I think that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. And based on the article, it looks like this big number update is actually very close to the last one. So they're rolling out updates really quick. But
Uh,
right in the beginning of their article, it says the Switch owners have been anxiously waiting for the Virtual Console, which they did not get this time around.
I can't believe you just compared the update numbers and talked about how close they were to an update.
Yeah, no, the last update was what, like a month or two ago?
I mean, that's pretty normal for games. Usually, when we get an update, no one really talks about it. Like, if you check the new YouTube app on Xbox recently, it just got updated a few days ago. And for better or worse, it's crappier. I gotta be honest, it's crappier, but it was an update, so things update over time. But yeah, the community kind of been active for a Virtual Boy for a long time, particularly because there's some games released in Japan that never got released to America, or some games were limited in downloads. I don't know how that could happen. Online downloads be limited, and there's just some classic games from like the early 2000s and 1900s that nobody can really get their hands on without dropping $400 for a console and then the disc or a cartridge for the game. So I don't know about you, but Virtual Console is definitely something people have been wanting for a while.
Yeah, so it's kind of shocking to the people that have been waiting for this that it's not, included in the, biggest update.
I mean, this isn't really the biggest update. They just numbered them in order of updates. I think the biggest update was when they had that whole clock issue with with the playtime of the Switch right now. That's a big issue right now. I think on the developer side, it just takes a lot of time to port the game over. Like, if you made a game on the N64 where it used cartridges, it's gonna take a lot of manpower to port it over to be played on a new gen that came out 20 years later on a platform that you could detach controllers, take it on the go, and all this other shenanigans. Because they also got added a new interface and all that for it. Um, do I think it could happen? Absolutely. If they release a Virtual Console, I don't think they'll release every single game from the past, or even some of our fan favorites, because some of them may take forever to develop.
All right. Looks like we only have one left.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't want to throw anything out there.
Nah, pretty much done with what I had to say.
Alright. And then here goes our final topic. And this one is about the indie developers. And they're talking about their experience with developing on the Switch versus Steam. An interesting article read here, where we're hearing the inside of indie developers and their take on the Nintendo Switch and how it's like compared to working on the mega platform known as Steam, which can be accessed by pretty much anybody. And it's very interesting what some developers said. Some developers talked about how their sales on the Switch actually increased and tripled, quadrupled, quintupled compared to their sales on Steam. Some of them said that they, like Super Meaty Boy said that their Switch sales in the first few days were actually the same as their initial launch on the 360. And then developers just talking about how they're making more and more money at a faster rate than they did on the previous platforms. Do you got anything you want to throw out there, like any ideas to why it's happening, or do you think it's because we're in a new age where people realize how good these games are and want them now?
Well, I definitely like the numbers. They mentioned that they've already made 7% out of all the money that they've made
Wait, which
total.
developer?
Who, I believe it was the Darkest Dungeons developer.
Darkest Dungeon? Alright.
Either that or Red Hook Studios, one of the two. Which is crazy because you just moved over to a new platform and you've made 7%. And then at the same time, a different developer mentioned how these games are just, perfect for a handheld device such as the Switch when it's, undocked.
I actually think that it is a good thing. I've been one of those people like back on the Wii U and 3DS days who were saying that these are perfect for an indie game such as Minecraft. Because if you're playing Minecraft on your TV and you got the Wii U gamepad in your hand, you could in theory have your item inventory on the gamepad, like also have like the crafting table and all that and craft on there while you're also playing on the big screen. Your 3DS the same thing because you got the top screen and the bottom screen, something similar to that. When it comes to games like Undertale and whatnot, indie games like this, people want to take it on the go, as you just said earlier. So it makes sense to why people want to buy games like this and put it on the Switch. Because I, for one, would love to take, Skate 3 with me on the go, or something like that. I guess I'll just tag in right now with my take on it. I think another reason why a lot of these games are doing well on the Switch versus Steam in particular is because if you haven't checked on Steam, it's a big ecosystem. Like, tons of games get greenlighted on Steam. Some of them are BS, some of them are just masterpieces. And with so many games being pushed out there on the greenlight system on a weekly to monthly basis, some games will get lost in the shuffle and won't get the same amount of like wealth and prosperity as they're expecting or deserve. And when you're on the Switch right now, where it's a pretty tight knit ecosystem, and people who aren't there are either Nintendo fans or people who want to play these cool games on the go. And if they see, oh hey, there goes Undertale. I remember that game came out on the PC, but I never ran it on the PC because my PC is too bad. You know what? I'll buy it on my Switch. I'm somewhat in that boat right now because I want Undertale, but I never played it on my PC before.
Yeah, definitely. Steam is just, and this isn't a bad thing, but there's like a clusterfuck of titles on there, and the fact that you can like narrow it down, as you just mentioned, you can have pretty much all these good games that people have never played, and put them on the Switch.
Yeah, like I think the future is bright for indie devs, and it's weird because if you asked me this 3 years ago, I don't think the indie devs would have prospered well on a Nintendo platform. And because Nintendo just had a bad relationship with other developers for the most part, like they just didn't support the indie community as well as they probably should have, and it hurt their sales for better or for worse. And what I mean by for better or for worse is it hurt itself for the Wii U, which was bad, but it did give us the Switch, which is a better version of the Wii U. You got anything you want to throw in there to the loop?
Nope.
Well, that's interesting right there. I guess we'll be calling it. I guess we'll be calling it right now then. All right. I guess I gotta give out my weekly deals going on right now. For any of you out there on the Xbox, because this is the week of Xbox right now. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is 67% off. We got the Gold Edition as well, 67% off. Call of Duty Ghosts, 67% off. Oh, wow. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is 50% off because no one wants the Digital Deluxe Edition. You got yourself Farming Simulator for you guys out there, 2015 edition, 75% off. You gotta go grow your crops out there. 2017 is 67% off. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, oh yeah, Wolfenstein. If you're a big Wolfenstein 2 fan, You got the new Colossus coming out 50% off Xbox One X Enhanced. So any of you Xbox One X fans out there, get yourself some 4K action going on as you're slaughtering Nazis. Never thought I'd
And
say that.
don't forget, if you have gold, this week's free game is super hot.
Yeah, this guy keep reminding me about that. And there's also Blood Dragon, or Trials of the Blood Dragon, Brave, and Quantum Conundrum. This is a pretty bad month for gaming right now for free games. Because who the hell wants to play Brave on the Kinect on the 360?
Yeah, that's true. But super hot looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember seeing that game on other platforms, on particularly PC. I don't know why I said other platforms. I think I want to thank you all for watching this video. A lot of stuff has happened, and I am kind of dying right now.
Sorry.
If you guys are new here, be sure to leave a like down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. Follow my Twitter, Twitch
Don't
links
die.
down below as well. For anybody watching this in real time, there will be a stream the day this goes up, but I might stream for about an hour to hour and a half, just so everyone can carry on the rest of their spring break and weekend. And I just want to thank Big A for coming out.
Thanks.
Alright, guys, and we're about to get out of here. The gates fell open, and hopefully there's no shooting outside, and I gotta close them. So bye.
Allergies.